Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. It is a very, very early Sunday morning. It is 5:25 on a Sunday bloody morning to watch Aston Villa versus Aston Villa versus Leeds United, all the way in Australia. How you doing as well to a man who's already asked him for a stream. I remember him from last stream as well. And Dean, yes, I believe the game is going to be on his goal. Thank you for the £2 donation. I'm not snoring yet. Maybe. If the game is boring, maybe. And hopefully everything will run smoothly. We have several changes from the last game, and I'm going to go through with you what those are. One of the big ones for me, Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez has yet to feature. This is 2 games now where Emi has not played. It was Sinisalo for the Warsaw game, and it's now Olsen who has signed as of this season. What app are you watching from? I am currently very happily watching it from Villa TV. However, we will post it. In fact, I'm going to say it right here on his goal. I'm going to pin that as where people can watch it. If I can get a link for it, if someone can provide the link for it, that'd be great. I can pin that as a comment and people can watch the game through there. I'll be here to talk, commentate, chat to you Villa fans, and we'll talk about just literally anything Aston Villa. We had a lovely chat for the Warsaw game. It was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. People will and people won't. It is very early on a Sunday. I just want to have some fun and watch some football and talk some football with you guys. So going through the Villa team, very strong Villa team, I will say. Even though we don't have Emi, we have Cash, Chambers, Mings, and Luca Dean as the back 4. Louise and Kamara is the pivot. Ramsey, Bailey, and Coutinho as the front 3, and Ollie Watkins as the lone striker. Thank you. I shall pin that, Dean, as the comment for other people to view. We scored some decent goals, I've got to say, against Warsaw. Bailey, Archer, Ollie Watkins, and then a fluke goal by Douglas Luiz against Warsaw. Quite decent, I've got to say. The Luiz goal was terrible, but I'm happy he scored. Maybe we can see a different Luiz this season. I was not pleased with how he was starting to play towards the end of last year. I thought we saw a very mistake-prone and quite poor, frankly, Douglas Luiz last year. So hopefully he will improve. A lot of Villa fans love Luiz, so maybe the support he needs he will get. Why does it have to be that late? It's because it is in Australia. His goal is safe as far as I'm aware. I used to use his goal a lot. I still think it's safe. It doesn't have Premier League games anymore. But, I mean, this is a friendly, so we'll get away with it. Lots of people have had little sleep. I didn't get to bed thanks to a family till 2:30. Woke up once or twice hot during the night. Oh, I've got to say, the heat. The heat is brutal right now. It's only going to get worse as well. Climate change is real and it is brutal. It's going to go up to 40 degrees on Monday. That is what I've heard. I am already struggling. I'm still ill. I was ill for the Warsaw game and I'm still ill now. The heat has not helped. In fact, has made just things horribly worse. And yeah, I just had to put a lot of things on hold. It's horrible. United game is 4:35 AM. Apparently it's not. I've heard it's at 11, unless it's been changed. I can go through with you guys the games that we have. We have 4 friendlies, including this one. With 2 of those being in, 2 of them being in Australia. We got Manchester United. Where's Optus Stadium? Where is that? Optus Stadium. Oh, sorry. Man United is also in Australia. And then we play Rennes as well. So we play Leeds today at 5:35, so another 5 minutes till kick off. Brisbane Raw will be playing 3 days at 11 in the morning. Man United 3 days after that is also the same time. and then we play Rennes a week before the Premier League starts at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, 5 o'clock in the evening. Oh, thank God it's not the morning. Okay, when the season starts, good luck to Aston Villa coming from Celtic fan. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I hope you have a good season. I know a lot of Celtic fans and Hibernian fans are fairly supportive of Villa because we stole Gerrard and John McGinn plays for Villa. And I know the Hibs fans love McGinn. I still see Hibs fans in Villa comments to this day because of how much they love John McGinn. You off from summer? Oh, fair. Fair, man. How come you're awake? I gotta say, if I wasn't a Villa fan, I'd not be awake at this time. I am so tired. I cannot lie. It is horrible. Oh, I didn't even go through the rest of the lineup. Yeah, so Cash, Chambers, Tyrone Mings, Luca Dean. Oh, no, wait. I did go through them. It's just the bench I didn't say. Gilbert, Diego Carlos, Feeney, Ashley Young. I can't read the rest of that. I'll have to go on here for it. My voice is already going. I'll have to go on Villa's Twitter. It's going to be a mainly academy bench, I'm guessing. I can't imagine it being more than that. Maybe like Al Ghazi, potentially. United are looking good. Arsenal looking very good. Seems like the usual top six are back. You can't really say that because Liverpool got hammered by United, but they're not going to get hammered in the league, are they? Like, they're not going to get battered by Man United in the league. It's not going to happen. When Liverpool last won the league, they lost 4-0 to Mainz. Friendlies mean so little. People need to, like friendlies are great to watch from a spectator point of view because you get to see new players and stuff like that. But, come on, man. Like, I'm not being funny. I think Norwich won a lot of their friendlies last year and they got relegated. Like, yeah, so Gilbert, Diego Carlos, Feeney, Ashley Young, Iro Bunham, Nakamba McGinn, Sanson Buendia, Aaron Ramsey, Danny Ings, and Cameron Archer are all on the substitute bench. Would like to have seen Archer start ahead of Watkins. I feel like this is almost the team that Gerrard wants to play for the start of the season. He does like this 4-2-3-1. I just think we've played it too many times and got very little results back from it. I'm not a fan of this formation. I feel like we should change. But Gerrard doesn't want to. Archer will go on loan, probably. And that saddens me. That really saddens me. I hope Archer... I hope Archer actually gets his opportunity to start for Villa in league games just to show himself, because I know if we gave him the opportunity, he'd do well. He would have scored more goals than Watkins or Ings at some point last year. When they were both inconsistent, we needed someone to step up and perform, and he could have been that, but we sent him on loan to Preston. Both the teams are coming out onto the pitch. It is Aston Villa versus Leeds. Come on, the boys. Bamford, Leeds out. Oh, Leeds out, Leeds. How fun is that? Very nice kits, I gotta say. Both teams have decent kits this season. We are at Brisbane Roar Stadium. We're gonna be here as well for Villa versus Brisbane Roar. Fairly big ground as well, I gotta say. Australia isn't known for its football, but I'll give them this. They got a good ground. They do have a good ground here. A lot of Villa fans, a lot of Leeds fans here. Hopefully will be a good atmosphere. Gonna have to love you and leave you. Gonna watch the game. Okay, I hope you have fun. Always come back to give your positive and negative comments, as you will. So yeah, Olsen, Cash, Mings. Oh, they've listed it in the number form. I don't like when they do that. They list the squad based on number, not formation. I hate when they do that. Chambers, by the way, I'm very happy to see him start friendlies. I want to see Chambers and Diego Carlos, but I know it won't happen. I know it won't happen. Patrick Bamford, back at Leeds up front. He was injured a lot of last season. He arguably would have left if they got relegated. They just hung on right at the very end. Leeds, though, have lost Phillips. They have lost Rafinha. I think they could be favourites to go down next year if they aren't careful. I think if you're a Leeds fan, you got to worry just a little bit, man. Got to worry just a little bit. You can't lose players like they have. And unless they've replaced very well or going to replace very well, I worry for them. Maybe Bamford's goals can keep them up if he stays fit, but it's a big ask. I think it's a huge ask. I think Leeds United really need to not have their expectations super high this year. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe they'll surprise me, and maybe they'll do well under Jesse Marsch, but I think they're favourites to go down this year. Although, watch them beat us. After I've said all this, watch them beat us here. Oh dear. If anyone in chat wants to give me a score prediction, please put them down below. I am going to go for a Villa 2, Leeds 0. We've got a good side. We are better than Leeds. Bamford is a threat, but genuinely, he's like their only threat. I'm not really scared of anyone. Rafinha, I was, but obviously he's not there anymore. And Dan James, maybe, but I think their side is so poor now. Honestly, like I said, they could beat us today and I look like a mug, but Leeds United, I worry for them. The Leeds lineup, by the way: Meslier, Christensen, Koch, Llorente, Davis, Rocker, Adams, James, Aronson, Harrison, and Patrick Bamford is their front 11. I was going to say front 11 is their starting 11 for this friendly. Tyler Adams makes his first start for Leeds. Where's the match? So the match is currently on His Goal. We do have a link in the chat. If it doesn't work or if it stops working, please let me know and we can always try and find a new one. I'm currently watching it on Villa TV. You can purchase the game from Villa TV and have access to it if you feel like you want to do that. But we do have a pinned comment and hopefully that works for you guys. And we can, talk about the game together. Hopefully all experience the game as one. I gotta say, loads of Leeds fans. Loads and loads of Leeds fans. Very nice to see. A lot of people have seemingly either travelled from England or maybe there's just a big fan base of both teams in Australia, which is something I just never really thought of up until a few weeks ago. We have kicked off and already a long ball towards Bailey as he clips across towards Watkins, goes out for a goal kick. Not a bad start for Villa. Leon Bailey looking sharp. Trying to clip that through ball. Trying to start really fast, which is what I want to see. I don't want to see a really slow build-up. We might as well try and show what we can do. Get the legs going. Good interception as well. That was Kamara winning the ball for Villa. I like to see that. Mings for Villa. Back to Olsen in goal. Not Martinez. I did say that earlier today. Emi Martinez is not starting for for Aston Villa. It is Olsen. We got him on loan last year. And we've officially signed him this year. Risky pass for Leeds United. They've got away with it. Llorente goes long looking for Bamford. Good header away by Mings. Scooped up into the air a bit awkwardly, that by Ramsey, but he got it under control and then he lost it immediately. Leeds come down the right here. Bamford, heavy pass. We're going to see a lot of this. Players do look a little bit rusty. It always happens in pre-season. Ramsey even has just given the ball away as a good example of that. It was only like the other week, Arsenal even were playing a very poor side and they were like 2 or 3 goals down by the time they did actually get a result in that game. But like, you can be a bit rusty sometimes. Even professional top level footballers can make those little mistakes. And even in 2 minutes we've seen both established Leeds and Villa players give the ball away very sloppy. But it's a different climate. We are in Australia. Corner kick to Leeds United. 2 minutes on the clock. Villa 0, Leeds 0. Corner comes in. Flicked on at the near post. There's no one actually challenging him there. Ball in from the left is actually cleared by Chambers. I gotta say, the marking there, a bit worrying from Villa. Left him completely free. He flicked the header on, trying to look for a Leeds player at the back post. And eventually cleared by Villa. I gotta say, already I like to see Kamara has great energy. Great energy in midfield. I think that's going to be a huge thing. Someone who tirelessly runs and runs. Flick pass. Trying to find a Leeds United player there. They've kept it in play. Bamford wrestling with Mings. Harrison is fouled by Mings. There's a free kick to Leeds. There could be a card here. Tyrone Mings had to take out Harrison. You guys, you can watch the game on his goal. Apparently that works. I have put a link on the pinned comment if you do want to watch the game through there. That is a silly foul. I can't lie. Very silly foul. Free kick to Leeds United. 3 on the clock here. But it's Tyrone Mings. That is Mings for you, my friend. Harrison free kick on the 4th minute. 35-ish yards here. He's gone for it. He sailed it. You know what? You might as well go for it. It is a friendly. But he isn't going to score many free kicks doing that, I'm telling you. He has sailed that one over. 3-man Villa wall. Not even bothered by that one. Risky pass up from Villa playing out the back. Olsen. Villa keeping it a little bit tidy right now. Chambers. Oh, nice. Oh, I was going to say nice one too, Bailey then, but Bailey actually does lose the ball. Oh, heavy pass. Villa get a goal kick. Bamford there. Trying to 1-2 his winger. That's a very heavy touch. Looking for Christensen there. The right back flying forward for Leeds. Just couldn't get to the ball. Kamara for Villa. Number 44, weirdly. I thought he'd have a smaller number than that. Here's Luca Dean for Villa. I think the first time I've seen Dean on the ball. And he gets a free kick. Come on. My God, the heat, by the way, is just ridiculous. It's very early in the morning. I'm not feeling very well, and the heat is just insane. It's so strong. I am not going to survive. I don't know how anyone in the UK is going to survive, to be honest. It's so rough. It is going to be horrible. Just realised we don't have a minute counter. I completely forgot to implement one, which I'll try and do at half time. I forgot to do that last stream as well. We had a minute counter for every Watchalong entirely last year, and I've literally just remembered I don't have one right now. Lovely switch of the ball there for Leeds United. Here's Christensen coming forward. He likes to travel with the ball. Good pass to James. He tries to flick it on towards Bamford. Well cut out defensively for Villa. I gotta say, Leeds United have definitely had they've had more attacks than Villa. I'll give them that. No real opportunity has been created by either team, but they definitely look more focused and on it than we do right now. But it's very early days. Haven't really seen Coutinho get in the game yet. Ollie Watkins has only just been chasing and pressing defenders. Leeds go long again, down that right hand side. Luca Dean wins that header. Here is Coutinho finally. Nice feet from Coutinho, very good. Very good from Coutinho. Goes out wide. Is Cash. Cash running from Villa. Down the right hand side. Here's Bailey. Leon Bailey. Back to Cash again. Leeds got pretty much everyone back now. It's Kamara. Nearly. Very nearly playing a through ball to Cash there. Well cut out. Now Leeds could counter. Again, a poor pass towards Bamford. That was an opportunity for Leeds there. Trying to hit us on the break. We put a lot of men forward. And it's a very poor pass looking for Bamford. He's never going to get that. Chambers. Trying to go long towards Bailey. Won by Leeds, but then picked up by Coutinho. Douglas Luiz of Villa. Surely fouled. According to the referee, he wasn't. Here come Leeds again. Oh, great tackle. Oh, my God. Kamara. I love watching Kamara already. He's so solid. Another great tackle on Dan James. He's so fast. It's something I'd never even considered. Or like I've not seen people talk about. He's very quick. Kamara is very quick. Very confident CDM. I absolutely love to see it. Here he is again. Kamara, central midfield for Aston Villa. Finds a pass down the left-hand side with Luca Dean. Back to Mings. Kamara goes long this time. Nearly finds Bailey. Coutinho picks up the loose ball. Edge of the box here. Still Coutinho. Tries to do a little bit too much. Luca Dean takes over. Back to Coutinho. And back to Dean. And he goes all the way back to Kamara. Villa keeping it a little bit more tidy now. And going into defence with Tyrone Mings. Leeds United, I've got to say, defending well there. Oh, Leon Bailey's lost the ball. We've won it back though. Kamara, again, he's tenacious. He's won the ball again for Aston Villa. That's like 4 times I've already seen him win the ball. We're not even 10 minutes in the game yet. Luiz clips the ball towards the right-hand side. Bit awkward from Chambers, that, I got to say. Chambers actually handballed there. Simple ball. And somehow Chambers has handled it. I don't know what he's possibly questioning from Luiz. I didn't think the pass was too bad. I find that a bit odd. Maybe the sun was in his eyes a little bit, but I don't know. Little foul from Kamara, free kick Leeds. 10 minutes gone, not bad for Villa, I gotta say. It's been an interesting game. Like I said, friendlies are a bit hard to judge, to be honest. But from what I see, Kamara is a talent. I think that's an incredible signing already. I don't want to jump the gun here, but I've seen him play for France. And he looks very good so far. He didn't play against Warsaw, I believe. But I'm glad to see him actually in a Villa kit this time. Christensen gets intercepted. And it will be a throw into Leeds have focused down this right-hand side almost every single time. They do not care about going down the left. It is literally just the right-hand side with Christensen. It's a good throw from Christensen, actually. Bamford does lose the ball. Bamford not looking very sharp, I gotta say. Bamford still is since his injury, he just hasn't looked the same. His passes aren't going where he wants them to. His touch is a bit off. I know he's had a long injury, and I'm being a bit critical here, but I'm just saying. I remember Bamford being a very decent footballer. He used to scare me. He scored a hat-trick against Villa. He is a very good footballer on his day, but that injury did hurt him a little bit. Again, there's just Leeds going long here. It's not working. And Luca Dean will easily get that back for Villa. Risky ball that, though, from Dean to Chambers. Chambers just distributes the ball to Cash. Villa build down the right. Cash looking very fast here. Tries to play a through ball to Bailey. Bailey battles. He's won it. And the referee has called it back for a foul. There's never a foul. Very little in that. That was shoulder to shoulder. And apparently a foul has been... Yeah, that's not a foul. That is literally just strength. That is shoulder to shoulder there. And the referee has said that is a foul. Hard disagree. Hard disagree there, I'm sorry. But it is a friendly, so I'm not gonna cry about decision, but man, I question the referees we get in England. And that is the refereeing in Australia. It is literally shoulder to shoulder. Christensen, rather than goes long, tries to keep it on the floor this time. His pass doesn't make or doesn't reach a Leeds United target. Chambers for Villa. See, Leeds like to build down the left, and we like to build down the right, it seems. Douglas Luiz. Bailey dropping a bit deep, trying to take on a few players. The ball finds its way to Kamara in the central midfield. Here's Ramsey slightly more further forward. Coutinho. Leeds like to, it's like a bit like with Grealish, Leeds like to put 2 or 3 players on Coutinho. Cross comes in from the right towards Coutinho, well defended. Very dangerous ball in that. Coutinho threw himself at it. Very well defended from Leeds. Very dangerous cross that from Matty Cash. Here's Dean. Luca Dean looking for Watkins, and Villa get a throw in. Watching the replay of that, lovely cross from Cash. Whipped him with venom. Coutinho fighting, and Christensen, I gotta say, he's done well going forward and he's done well defensively. Definitely a good asset for Leeds United. Ramsey to Chambers for Villa. And again, we like to go down the right. Here's Luiz, back to Cash. Kamara. I feel like Matty Cash will be the fullback that will go further than Luca Dean. I think because Matty Cash is so fast, he can track back, so therefore he can go for more further forward. Luca Dean will still drift forward, but I think he would be just a little bit deeper from what I can see. Just so we're not super reliant on the covering CDMs. Although by the looks of it, we could be. Kamara looks very good. Now we have an actual holding midfielder, and we're not playing someone like Luiz or McGinn there. I think we will actually benefit from it. Nakamba was amazing when he was there, but even Nakamba got injured. And that is unfortunately the only downside, is Nakamba probably won't play much for Villa now. Unless for some reason we played him and Kamara together, which would be really defensive. And it would also freeze out McGinn and Luiz. So I doubt that would ever happen. But we actually have squad depth for the first time. It's quite nice. And I haven't seen us have squad depth in a while. Like, we have left back cover for Luca Dean now with Gustinson. We got Ashley Young as well, signed a contract, so he's like 3rd choice left back right now. Here's Dino for Villa. Lovely. Well, I was going to say lovely ball has been cut out. Kept in play by Leon Bailey. Bailey to Luiz. Nice little 1-2 there with Cash. Here's Bailey. Bailey to Kamara. Getting involved, I've got to say. He's definitely put himself out there for Aston Villa. Cross from the right. Again cleared. Coutinho picks up the loose ball. He does actually lose it. And Leeds get yeah, that's poor. Coutinho there, a little bit poor from him. Poor touch, and then he fouls his man. Free kick to Leeds. Don't forget, guys, you can watch the game live on Villa TV if you want to purchase it. You can also watch it on streams. He's Goal Out there does provide a decent stream. If you want to watch it with me or just watch me as a stream, feel free to do that. If you want to like the video, help promote it to other people, that would also be amazing. I gotta say, oh man, I'd love to be in Australia right now, but I imagine it's even warmer over there, and that would kill me. That would absolutely kill me. Trying to figure out what time even is it over there in Brisbane. I'll look this up. Brisbane time. So that's actually 3 o'clock in the afternoon over there. I thought it is quite bright, but they're not that. I mean, they're far ahead of us, but they're not like ridiculously far ahead. So 3 o'clock, yeah. They could have made these nighttime kickoffs though, which I don't understand why they didn't do that. Because obviously, the Villa and Leeds both have English demographic, so like we both have to wake up early. So they could have just made this game be played at like 7 o'clock in the evening in Australia. But maybe I'm just nitpicking a little bit here. I just don't, I don't get why they didn't think of that. Like, if Brisbane, when we play them, I get that. But we're playing Brisbane at 11, which makes sense. Oh, lovely pass. Here's Luis on the right. Luis crossing into the middle. Good header away. Here's Bailey's shot is blocked. And Villa get a throw in. An offside flag has gone up. Although Luis, who he knew he was in an offside position, left it. And the linesman flag has gone up anyway. Just seeing this again. Cross from the right. Christensen again with that header away. He's done that a few times this time. Yeah, I don't know what the referee's given here. And the commentators on Villa TV are also confused. Rocker took a blast from very close range. Villa do have a throw-in. There was no offside. I have no idea why the referee whistled. Hello to you, Dean. Was it? What are your comments so far? Any negativity? Any positivity? You gotta say, Kamara, very good. Kamara has been very, very good. That is my like the thing I've noticed the most so far. Atmosphere as well is very good. I'll give them that. Both the Villa and the Leeds crowd are really trying to bump up the atmosphere here. Is Mings up wide to Luca Dean. You terrified about our defense? I think our defense is fine. I think we're okay. Like, I'm very confident in Kamara. I think we have issues with Mings sometimes, but Kamara is very fast, and I feel like he can cover a lot of ground. I'm actually genuinely serious. Here come Leeds down the left-hand side. This could be a worry. Dan James shot's blocked. A good save from Olsen. Dan James had a rebound shot there. Olsen actually makes a fine stop. It's a brilliant save. James, the fact that James' shot went straight back to him is annoying me. He's had the shot, it's took a block, and it's gone straight back to him. He's had it on the half volley this time. And Olsen makes a good save. Kamara's dictating the game. Kamara's doing very well. Doing very well. Although I will say defensively, that wasn't his fault. But that is the defensive worry we have there. Just sleeping. Sleeping and being caught on the break. And we got a little bit fortunate there. It's a very good save from Olsen. I predicted us to win 2-0. I'm going to stand by that. And I was very critical, actually, of Olsen against Manchester City. And maybe I was a bit harsh. But I don't think he made, like, any save of note. He caught a lot of crosses. And he dealt with a lot of their pressure. But in terms of actual shot stopping, he did very little, if any. But that was a good save. That was a decent shot from James. One of those where you wouldn't complain if it actually did go in the back of the net. I would just be complaining at the defence, really. Corner again to Leeds United, to the back post. Header looping and caught by Olsen. Again, it's not gonna. That one wasn't gonna trouble the goal. It's more plucked out the sky. AJ, you realise none of these players will start? Yeah, they will. I'd say, okay, out of the lineup, Bailey, Cash, or maybe not Chambers. Bailey, Cash, Coutinho, Digne, Kamara, Louise, Mings, Ramsey, Watkins. So that's 2 of the 11 I think won't start. I think this is one of our strongest lineups we can do. I'm not knackered. I'm just hot and I'm ill. I've been ill for the last week. I was ill for the Walsall game. I'm still very ill. And the heat is just getting to me. Free kick to Villa. Bamford with a, again, needless foul there. I'm telling you right now, Bamford is not. He's not looking sharp at all. Not looking like Bamford. I'd be way more worried if I was a Leeds fan than Villa right now. Lovely switch of the ball to Luca Dean. Villa come forward. Coutinho, as he claims, ball penalty. Penalty Aston Villa. Felipe Coutinho has won a handball here in the box. A little bit of a harsh one. Adams has apparently handled in the penalty area. I did not think a penalty there, I gotta say. It was more ball to hand than anything. Coutinho tries to flick the ball over Adams. I don't know that. I don't know about that at all. I need another replay. He does handle it. He does handle it, to be fair. It's an awkward one. It's a bit of a soft one. But he does use his hand. It is a penalty kick to Aston Villa. Adams is still complaining, as well as the rest of the Leeds United squad. And yeah, Villa TV are making the point here, which I massively agree with. If it went to VAR, it would be overturned for sure. I think that it's not really a penalty. It's a soft one, but a penalty has been given. Carlos on the bench is so reassuring. The fact that Diego Carlos is a Villa player is so nice to me. It is looking like a Felipe Coutinho penalty here. He is the only one standing around this. He will take it. Coutinho didn't take a single Villa penalty last year. Christensen is still complaining at the officials, by the way, for this. And Meslier has also been told off by the referee for dancing on the line, trying to put off Coutinho. Here we go then. Coutinho saved! And the rebound has also been missed. Coutinho has missed the penalty for Villa. Coutinho has missed the penalty. Oh dear. He actually not only saved the initial penalty, he saved the rebound. No, that's worrying. That's worrying. Coutinho has missed the penalty for Villa. He went down the middle. Meslier stuck out a hand, saved it, and then I wasn't actually going to be too annoyed about the penalty itself because I thought, oh, we'll get the rebound here. It fell straight back to him, and he shot it straight at Meslier again. I question that. Coutinho literally went, oh dear, Coutinho. He went towards the left-hand side. Strong left hand from Meslier. And then he went for the rebound again in the same corner. And it hit the knee of Meslier in front of the Leeds fans. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was a comfortable height for Meslier. If it's not in the corner, right, just don't put it mid-high. Like, oh, man. It's a simple save really for Meslier. It's so disappointing. So disappointing to see. And ironically, the rebound finish is a lot better, but it's still, Meslier did enough. He's got a big frame to him. It hit his knee. He was diving the other way. But he kept it out, and that's all that matters. Double save for Meslier, and it remains still goalless here. To be fair, probably shouldn't have been a penalty in the first place. But that is worrying. If Dean, if you're going to say missing a penalty in pre-season is worrying, you can. Villa go 2-on-1 here. Watkins is through. Ollie Watkins! Oh my god, he's missed again. Aston Villa have missed a penalty and a 1v1 against Meslier. What is going on? We have missed a penalty and a 1v1 in 2 minutes. That was a lovely ball from Coutinho. Ollie Watkins, one-on-one with Meslier, and he hit it, again, fairly straight at the keeper. I'm watching the replay on this. Yeah, oh my god, Watkins. Oh my god, Ollie Watkins, bro. We are worrying me now. Louise corner. It's an awkward one. Cleared by Christensen again. Bailey battling. Kamara bats halfway line. Cash forward. Looking for Louise the corner taker. Leeds are battling and trying to clear this ball away. I gotta say, Meslier, it gets that man of the match award so far, saving a penalty and a 1v1 from Ollie Watkins. I cannot believe what I'm saying. It's a great save. I gotta say, it's a great save. The shot is poor, but it's a great save. Meslier will be very proud of that. Dear Lord, we are in some serious trouble right now, I can't lie. You can't afford to miss a penalty in a 1v1. In the space of, what, 3 minutes? That's worrying. That is worrying. Like I said the last week, Coutinho has missed a penalty. Not only he missed a penalty, he missed the rebound, and Ollie Watkins 2 minutes later had a 1-on-1, and also missed that as well. I am very worried right now. For the start of the season, we cannot be missing these chances. And I said to anyone who was, really positive for the about the Walsall game, like, you got to remember, Walsall are your opposition. This is Leeds now. We've had 2 big chances and missed them both. Technically, 3 big chances. I'm in disarray. I genuinely am in disarray here. I wouldn't have had Coutinho take the penalty to begin with, but with El Ghazi not starting, and Watkins' penalty record is hazy. I don't know. I think it's a bit concerning. A little bit. I mean, if Archer was on the field, I'd have him take it hands down. If you were to bet on a team to win this, it still feels like Villa, but you can't afford to miss the chances that we have. I've got to say, watching the penalty again, it's easy for Meslier, really. It's the height of it is fairly simple. I've got to say, it's the height you want as a keeper. It's not in the top corner. It's not in the bottom corner. It's slightly to the right of Meslier. It's a simple save. The rebound save is much better. To be fair, Coutinho actually struck the rebound pretty decently, but Meslier was able to this time close down the shot rather than stay on his line, and it hit his feet. And while I'm complaining about that, we go 2-on-1. Coutinho slips through the ball to Ollie Watkins, and then Watkins shot straight at Meslier, 1-on-1. It was Coutinho, Callum. It was Coutinho. Which I question that. Why is Coutinho taking it? I know Watkins' penalty record isn't great, but why Coutinho? Like, of all players, I would have thought Bailey. I would have thought maybe Ramsey. I think if Archer would have been starting, he would have took it. The only reason it's not Watkins is because he's missed a few for Villa. And in his career, actually, at Brentford and Exeter City. But man, I am not I'm not confident if we get a penalty this season based on that. And then Watkins again, we saw it against Manchester City. It's just 1-on-1s are not his forte. Watkins can be a decent finisher, but not in pressure situations like that. He bottles it. And I love Watkins, but he does seem to bottle it sometimes. Especially against a keeper like Meslier, who likes to close down his man. He doesn't know what to do. Edison did the same thing. Edison got in his head. Chance for Leeds United. Bamford, good save. Oh, James has missed a sitter. Well, Olsen's made a great save there. And then Dan James probably should have scored. I can't quite believe that either. I'm watching Championship football here. Bamford put through. Great save, Olsen. And then the rebound to James, 8 yards out, should be putting that away. Olsen's literally on the floor still from the save. Oh, James has had a shocker there. You could only argue he was put off by Tyrone Mings. But he's got to score. This is shocking. Villa have missed a penalty in a 1-on-1, and now Leeds United have missed a tap-in. Like, this is terrible. This is genuinely terrible. Bamford for Leeds. Loses out to Ramsey, and in fact the offside flag went up anyway. 32 minutes gone here. Villa 0. Leeds United 0 in Brisbane, Australia. Villa have missed a penalty. We have missed a 1-on-1. And Leeds have just missed pretty much a tap in with Dan James. So not the greatest of spectacles on both sides. These poor fans who have travelled to Australia. My God. There will be some people in the crowd who live in Australia who support Leeds or Villa, who've never been to a game before. They probably can't quite believe what they're seeing right now. Ramsey for Villa. Luca Dean turns away, back to Ramsey. Ramsey's pass just about won back by Bailey. Very good from Bailey. Very good from Bailey. Love to see that. The pass was terrible. He had two men on him and he still was able to keep the ball under control. Kamara, Coutinho, Bailey, good block. Back to Watkins. Very well defended from Leeds. And Villa get a corner. Very good interchanging play that. And it very nearly led to a Villa goal. Lovely play. I gotta say, one thing Coutinho is very good at is little feints he does with the ball. You would expect him to take control of the ball there, and he let it go through his legs, and it tricked a few Leeds defenders. We nearly got a shot away there. 33 gone here. Villa 0. Leeds United 0. Coutinho's gone short for the corner. And the referee has actually stopped play a little bit here as there was a bit of jostling going on. Villa corner's taken. In towards the near post. Header away. And Villa get another one. Needs to be a better delivery than that. I can't lie. Very simple for Leeds to deal with. Luca Dean complaining again in the box that Mings is getting wrestled. Mings really is getting wrestled. What is this? Luca Dean corner. Goes through. Cleared at the near post. Louise goes back to halfway line. Villa do keep possession. Again, not a great corner from Luca Dean, I gotta say. It's Bailey. He's found himself on the left hand side here. Chambers. Lovely ball there. That's a foul, surely. Free kick, yes. Dean is fouled. Cox not happy about that decision. Villa get a free kick. 35 gone here. Still Villa 0, Leeds 0. I don't know how there's not been a goal here today. Louise looks like he will take this free kick. He does have Dean with him, but we all know Douglas Louise loves to take the free kicks for Villa. All the set pieces for Villa, to be honest. Here we go then. Dougie Louise, right-footed. Again, not great. But what I've always said this. Douglas Louise set pieces are terrible. I will never, ever, ever let that go. I know he scored directly from a corner last week, but if anything, that emphasises my point. It got nowhere near a Villa player. It just caught the keeper out. Cross from the right. Looking for Louise. Well, if there's no foul there, he's going to keep the ball. He will. He gives it back to Luca Dean. Left-footed cross from him towards Watkins. He's going to go to the back post. Here's Cash trying to take the ball down. Cash to Chambers. Cross deflected. Headed away by Cock. Bamford collects it very deep here for Leeds. Distributes it to Adams. Can Leeds counter-attack? Adams against Mings. Well out of position. Mings fouling Adams. Referee plays advantage. Can Leeds get forward? Oh, good tackle. And Leeds are crying for a free kick there that they're going to get, actually. A very late foul. Very, very late foul there on Rocker. He allowed Villa to play on for actually like 3-4 seconds there before he decided to pull it back. It is a foul, to be fair. But I don't know why it took so long. Mings fouling Tyler Adams. The man who conceded the penalty 10 minutes ago. Cross on the left for Leeds, headed away by Chambers. Douglas Louise, Cash clears long. Cash looking for Watkins. Good header from Watkins. Coutinho wrestling. He loses the ball to Christensen. Although Ramsey wins it back and gets a free kick for Aston Villa. Very good from Ramsey. Still want to see him get more in the game though. He's done very little so far. Feels like Ramsey's more of a central midfielder here than a cam. I gotta say that. Battling well, but I need more from you there, mate. Feels like all our attacks are either Bailey, Matty Cash, Coutinho, or Luca Dean. That is literally what we're doing. We're relying on the fullbacks, and maybe one of our other attacking players can intervene at some point. But that seems to be the game plan, which I don't overly get. Kamara being a little bit box to box here and there, decent passing going forward. Very solid defensively. Mings goes forward for Villa. Looking for Watkins. He's won it, Watkins. But he doesn't win it well enough. Luiz wins a header. Fights with Rocco. And he's fought again. Is that a foul? The referee doesn't think so. I thought a foul was going to be given there on Luiz. Apparently was not caught. Rocco trying to skip past Bailey. Good tackle from him. I've got to say, I'll be positive as well. Leon Bailey looking very decent as well. I'll give him credit. Luca Dean wins a decent header here. Villa, we have the numbers. Here's Ramsey. Scrapping with Christensen. Ramsey tries to put a low ball into the box this time. Cleared by Leeds. James is clattered. Absolutely clattered there. And a free kick to Villa. Sorry, a free kick to Leeds United is given. Kamara smashing into Dan James there. That is what you call leaving something on him. He bloody left something on him there. Clattering challenge onto the knees of Dan James there. But I love to see the tenacity that from Kamara. I like to see it. Even if he gets a yellow card here and there, I like to see that. Break down the play. We're not far away from half time here. It is still Villa 0, Leeds 0. I gotta say though, it's a bit disappointing. I'm trying to be positive, but we've missed a penalty in a 1v1. Defensively looked fine. Other than that Dan James tap-in that he probably should have done better with. I think we've been okay defensively. Kamara especially very good. Matty Cash and Luca Dean solid as usual. And even Tyrone Mings doing okay. Luiz fouled. Free kick Villa. Leeds United, I'm trying to look at it from a Leeds United point of view, and it's not great, I gotta say. Look, they'll be happy with Meslier, but going forward, they look a bit toothless. Bamford looks very unfit. Bamford looks still injured, and I feel for him. He's had a long time out. Came back, they rushed him back into the lineup for Leeds, and he got injured again. And I feel like they're rushing him again, to be honest. I don't think he looks anywhere near as sharp. Maybe he just needs to play more to get back to how he was. But right now, I worry. This is who they need to rely on to do well this year. I fear for Leeds. You lose your top scorer in Rafinha. You lose... Okay, he didn't play much last year, but you lose your best... arguably your best midfielder in Phillips. I think there's a worry there for Leeds. But I know Calvin Phillips was injured for a lot of last year, a bit like Bamford. And they still were able to stay up, but it wasn't by much, man. How you doing, Calvin? What's up? What is up, mate? Oh, man. Are you dying in the heat like me? I am absolutely burning. I am also ill, so I have a double combo right now. Unbelievable. Long ball to Bailey. It's kept in play, actually. Despite protest. Ooh, nearly slipped there as Luiz battling and hassling. And a foul is eventually given to Leeds United. I don't think there was much in the foul. I think he lost his footing a little bit and the referee was a bit kind. Not a great half, though, I gotta say. From a spectator or a neutral's point of view, I think it's been fairly entertaining, but from a business and Villa point of view, it's not great, I gotta say. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence going into this season. We don't have a set penalty taker, it seems, or at least a good one. Ollie Watkins just isn't the Watkins we got when we first bought him. The only positives I'm seeing is Kamara playing well with Luis. That is it. I'm really struggling here. And Matty Cash looking very good on the right hand side. Luca Dean's crossing I usually rate. Dean's crossing today hasn't been great. Maybe I'm just being a bit overly negative, and I apologise if I am, but I don't know. Oh, Bailey's looking good as well. I gotta say, Bailey. I said this against when we played Warsaw. He's looking determined, very determined. Here's Coutinho for Villa. Bailey. There was an opportunity there to play through ball, but he can't find the pass. Bailey's even fouled, and Villa do get a free kick. No, we tried to play an advantage, to be fair, but there was no advantage to be played. It was Rocker. I gotta say, Rocker looking a bit rocked there. Having to push and shove Bailey because he knows he can't keep up for him for pace. Free kick to Aston Villa. We do take it very quickly. Mings for Villa. We go all the way back to Olsen. A bit disappointing that. Olsen's done well. That's another thing I'll say. Robin Olsen's had to make 2 very good saves so far. He did both. Very good save against Dan James on a volley. And then... I apologise, sorry. It is very early in the morning. He made a one-on-one save on an angle against Patrick Bamford. Christensen fouling. Again, no card given again. Kamara towards the right hand side. Luis. A minute and a half to go here. Still remains goalless. I doubt there'll be much added time, if any. They don't like to do it in friendlies as it is. Tyrone Mings for Villa. Past halfway line. Here's Kamara. Coutinho dropping very deep to win that ball for Villa to try and get the ball forward. Coutinho literally in line with the defence right now. Luca Digne back again to Mings. Villa building very slowly here. We don't have much time left for the end of the first half. We might as well try something. Chambers, Kamara, Bailey. Are we gonna go back again? We're actually gonna drop all the way back to Chambers. Barely outside our box here. We only have 30 seconds of the half left. No added time has been shown or indicated. Oh, Louise had lost it. It's a big chance for Leeds United. Oh, great tackle though. Brilliant tackle, to be fair. Chambers, he bails out Louise there. Louise just being very sloppy for no reason. Kamara's lost it now. His Dan James shot's deflected. And it'll be a throw-in to Leeds on the 45th minute mark. Poor from Louise. I gotta say, very poor from Louise. I'm one of Louise's biggest critics, and I've never hidden that. And that is something about his game I don't enjoy. He does seem to dilly-dally. He does seem to complain. He does little things that a lot of people don't get on his back for. 30 seconds to go till the end of the first half. I will say that. I won't say you'll be negative for no reason this time. I think that is a fair judgment on what we've seen. It's been flat, and it's been a little bit concerning. Bailey, maybe we get one chance left of the first half. Bailey cuts inside, pulls it back. Oh dear. Shock from Cash was terrible. Kamara for Villa. Ramsey. This will be the last chance, really, I imagine. Nope, it's not even that. That is literally half time. Disappointing. Very disappointing. We've had chances. We've not taken them. It feels like last year all over again. We had a dodgy penalty given. It wasn't one. It was given for a handball, which was very harsh, very soft. And if VAR was in this friendly, it would not have been given 100%. We had the penalty saved. Coutinho went for the left corner. Didn't hit it hard enough. Didn't hit it in the corner enough. It was a simple save from Meslier. And he even saved the rebound, if that wasn't bad enough. Then, while I was complaining about that, Ollie Watkins goes one-on-one with Meslier 2 minutes later and has his shot saved as well. Very disappointing. And man, the fact it could have been even worse. Leeds United had an opportunity. Bamford had a one-on-one on an angle saved. The rebound fell straight to Dan James in front of goal with Olsen on the floor, and he put it wide. Very, very, very fortunate that did not go in the back of the Villa net, and that would have been brutal, considering the half that we've had. You'd expect with 6 weeks of preseason, this would be a new Villa. We look like the same Villa with new faces. All right, what I will say, positives, Kamara, and I think you have to agree with me here, looking very positive. Kamara is tenacious. He's got great energy. He's constantly fighting for the ball. He's given a couple of fouls here and there, but I'd rather that than nothing. He shows a lot of passion. And I think we defensively are gonna do nothing but improve. I still think there is worries defensively. I don't think they go away, but he definitely does help. Kamara is 100% a great signing. Louise, I question. I don't think Louise should be his partner. I think it has to be McGinn. And I know it's a friendly, maybe to figure that out. But McGinn, I just think he's a better footballer than Louise. I question both, and I probably would sell both if I got a good enough offer. But I think McGinn offers more than Louise, if I'm going to be honest. But Villa fans seem to love Louise. Luca Dean is a grafter, says Dean just needs to be playing for a better Villa team or someone else. Luca Dean would fit a Man City very well. A team that attacks and defends as a unit and pushes all their players forward. Luca Dean at Man City would get more assists than like Cancelo. Luca Dean's crossing is phenomenal, and it will never get realised until he plays for a team with incredible attackers. And that is the sad reality. He is easily our best crossover ball, but we just don't have players who can finish. Andrew says, sometimes we look good. Watkins maybe isolated too much. Ollie Watkins frustrates the absolute hell out of me, to be honest. He fights for the ball. He does work hard. I'll always say that about Watkins. He works his socks off. But this formation that we continuously try and use doesn't suit certain players we have at this club. And as much as, Gerrard loved using it at Rangers, and a lot of teams love using it across the world, it is for like 4-2-3-1 is probably one of the most used formations in world football. I just don't think it should be our route. We don't really have the players for it. We don't have a striker prolific enough for it. Like that is the honest truth. Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings, right? Maybe he's doing this to test out the formation. But Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings were not that great last year. What is going to happen is we're just going to keep swapping over. One up front. And like Watkins this week, Ings next week, Watkins this week, Ings next week. I want to see us do like a 4-2-2. We have Kamara now. He can be the further defensive midfielder. Maybe have McGinn to be a box-to-box. Have two cams. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's Coutinho with Buendia or Buendia with Bailey. I just want to see that happen, right? Or Ramsey and Bailey, or whatever. We can have so many different options there. And then have front Archer with Watkins, or Archer with... I prefer Archer with Ings, personally. I think Ings is a better footballer and has better passing range than Ollie Watkins, personally. But he won't do it. I'm telling you, Gerrard won't do it. He'll probably go with to Man City in 2 seasons when we aren't in Europe. Look at Luca Dean, I think, is at an age now where he won't, personally. Which is, it's a little bit harsh on Luca Dean. But if he was to play for a team like City, he would have done it by now. Which is a bit harsh, because I actually very much rate Luca Dean. All you got to do is look at how well he played at Everton in a very poor, struggling Everton side. He did very well. Jerome Villa TV, how you doing, mate? I am struggling in the heat. I'm also very, very ill. But here I am. Here I am, watching Villa on Villa TV while they are in Australia. And after that first half performance, I wonder why, to be honest. Very disappointing. Are you watching I am indeed watching the game, guess who? I am indeed. And I gotta say, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, and I hate a lot of people who are for no reason. But missing a penalty, right, with your like marquee signing, and then having your supposed best striker miss a one-on-one in the space of 3 minutes doesn't exactly give me a lot of confidence going into the season. We still have friendlies to go, but I worry. I'm going to look at Villa reaction as well on Twitter. You guys can give me your analysis on the game as well. I'd love to see that. I know Dean has already done it. Cash will go to City unless we get Europe by next season. I don't think City will buy... they may buy a couple of defenders, but I don't think they'll shop at Villa for defenders. I went on Saturday to the match of Warsaw. Oh, nice. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a decent game, to be fair. I know a lot of people who went. I personally know a lot of people who went. Someone said, shock, Villa play the better football, but strikers not being able to score and silly things like missed penalties are holding us back. Obviously it's pre-season, but you'd like to not see these things. Kamara, best CDM ever. Someone asked, unfortunately just woke up, any thoughts on the first half? And this guy said, overall good. People getting a little too aggro on Twitter considering it's a friendly. We do have to calm a little bit. It is a friendly. I gotta remember that. It is a friendly. Result doesn't really matter. I'm just voicing a couple concerns, right? What I will say, and I keep saying this, but I need people to understand this. Kamara looks like he's been playing for Villa for 10 years. He is genuinely the most confident player on that field. He is racing and battling for every ball in that midfield. And I absolutely love to see it. You can tell straight away, right? When you've got a good footballer playing for your team. You don't have to, look for too long. Like you can tell Messi's a wonderful footballer. I'm not comparing any of our players to Messi, for anyone says that. But I'm using it as an example. You can tell when you see a good footballer, when you see one. I've only saw Kamara today for 45 minutes. I saw him for France, and then I thought, well, maybe he looks better for France. A bit like Pogba looks, way better for France than he does for Man United. I didn't want to get too excited, but seeing him played like this for Villa is very exciting. It also, I'm telling you as well, if we don't do well this season, and Kamara does well, like as an individual, he will leave. He will get snapped up like you won't believe. Kamara is the player that could be going to City. Kamara is young enough. He's starting to feature in the French national team. He is the type of player to go and play for a team like Bayern Munich, PSG, Manchester City. I can see that. Luka Dean, I can't. But I can genuinely see it with Kamara, and I worry a little bit if results don't improve, and if we have finishing like today, they're not going to improve. Like it's that simple, but that is a big if. Someone says tell Watkins to take his Timberlands off. Someone said never a fan of stuttering runs. When you take a penalty, pick your spot, take your run, and put the ball in the top or bottom corner. A pro shouldn't really miss a penalty, in my opinion. Why do a stutter? Like, the stuttered penalties cost England the Euros. Like, Harry Maguire and Harry Kane did not stutter their penalties, and they smashed it in the bottom and top corner, respectively. The stuttered penalties were done by Bukayo Saka, Sancho and Rashford, and they all were missed. Perfect example. Belotti for Italy and Jorginho both did a stuttered run-up, and they also missed. Don't do it. I don't know why players have to do it. It was like, I think Neymar was one of the first to start doing it in like this generation, and it has gone to everyone. I don't get why. Like, I don't understand. I hope these subs are just gonna come thick and fast right now, because we need some players to come on to get this game going. I can't lie. Like, Archer needs to be on yesterday. You can see as well, I do have on the overlay a couple of the players that we have sent out on loan Trezeguet sold by, I think the Warsaw game he was sold. Augustinsson we signed from Sevilla on loan. That is an option to buy for 4.5 million. And we have loaned out since that game. Finn Azaz, who played, he did play in the Warsaw game. And we've loaned out Sinisalo, who played in the Warsaw game. So yeah. If Villa get Europe this season, I'll buy you aircon. Oh, please do. Please, I'm sweating profusely. Louis Barry on loan at MK Dons. Not a fan of, if I'm going to be honest. I don't like MK Dons, right? And if you're not clued up on MK Dons, a little history lesson here for you. The old Wimbledon Football Club, don't exist anymore. They basically don't exist anymore. They were nicknamed the Dons. Like new AFC Wimbledon also call themselves the Dons. But old Wimbledon, who'd won an FA Cup, went into money trouble. And they got took over by a man who pretty much deceived everyone who supported that club. And decided to do a little merge and say, right, okay, you're moving to Milton Keynes. I'll give you financial support. But Milton Keynes doesn't have a professional football team. So why don't you move Wimbledon here? And then they got called Milton Keynes Dons because Wimbledon were also called the Dons. So they thought, well, it is like a merge. We're in Milton Keynes, so you can't be called Wimbledon, but you can keep the Dons name. And then later on down the line, they said, oh yeah, we don't claim any Wimbledon history. They're just vile team. So I'm not happy that we're doing business with MK Dons, to be honest. They're a franchise team. They basically bought their way into Football League. I'll never respect them. I will do an FPL. I'm going to do that this week, and I'll invite people over to it. I did an FPL last year, but I stopped doing it. I just got bored. I missed like 2 weeks in a row, and I lost interest. But this time, I'll probably do an alarm like every Friday to do my transfers and stuff like that. I'll literally have an alarm set every Friday for it. And yeah, hopefully it will go well. Last year I had Bruno Fernandes as one of my star players and he was terrible. And that really put me off. I chose to not have Ronaldo, which was a mistake. And then I had a lot of bad players. I did have Son. Son had a good season. But, other players I put in just didn't do well. I put in Salah in like the latter part of the season and he had a terrible latter stage. I just made a lot of mistakes and I didn't enjoy it. So I stopped playing. Always get Ronaldo. He's so expensive though. Ronaldo, you can rely on for goals, but he's so expensive, bro. Coutinho, the rebound I'm seeing on that really annoys me. Because Mellier's on the floor, right? And he shoots it at him. Mellier's literally only covering about a quarter of the goal. So he goes to shoot where Mellier's lying. If he rolls it in the other corner, it's 1-0. And then the Watkins miss, he just goes straight at Meslier. He just literally shoots directly at Meslier at his near post. Doesn't try and wrap it round him. Doesn't try and chip him. He goes directly down the middle at Mellier's goal. And this is our striker and winger. Our striker and marquee signer. Everyone. I worry. I massively worry. That's where I'm going to see more of I'm going to look at more of the comments here. Bailey's different gravy. That's clear already. Archer chips us into the lead if he starts to short. I do think he'd chip that goal. He does love a chip finish. And Ollie Watkins is always terrified to try it. I do feel like if Archer was playing, he would have scored. And if he comes on and scores it, he has to feature this season. He's already scored against Warsaw. He has to feature. It is a changed outlet for the second half. Ashley Young, Diego Carlos, Frederick Gilbert, Morgan Sanson, Marvelous Nakamba, John McGinn, Aaron Ramsey, Danny Ings, and Emi Buendia are all on for Villa. Olsen keeps his place, and I think one other Villa player does. Everyone else has been changed. I think, anyway, I'm going to double check that. But I think that's what's going on here. I'm not really a fan of FPL. Not really an FPL expert. I just picked the team, and that's it. Highest was 100 points. Usually about 50 points. Walker Peters very good value last year. His value will go up though. We need another winger for Aston Villa. I think with Al Ghazi leaving, we need to replace him. Al Ghazi is not good enough. But we also need squad depth, so we got to do something. So when they post the lineup again, alright, they have done. Yeah, Olsen, Gilbert, Chambers, Carlos, Young, McGinn, Nakamba, Sanson, Wendy, Ings, Ramsey. That is 10 changes. I thought it was 9. It's actually 10 changes. And I'll even change my overlay so you guys will see that as well. I'll just update that for you guys. Alright, I'll do another snippet. And I'll put that and I'll post it. There we go. Alright, save that. And I'll save it over what I've just saved here. There we go, and replace it. There we go, so it has changed on screen for you guys. We have kicked off as well. We're underway for the second half for Aston Villa versus Leeds United. We've missed a penalty and a 1v1, and Leeds missed a tap-in, so not the greatest of games so far, but we have a completely different Aston Villa team right now. And I think it's the same Leeds team. Leeds have not made any changes. It has only been Villa. I'm going to double check that for you guys, but I don't think Leeds have made any changes as of yet. Meanwhile, there's been 10 changes for Aston Villa. Yeah, they have not made any changes as far as what I'm aware. Tammy Abraham Walsall. Yeah, I did see him. Tammy Abraham supporting his brother. Currently playing for Walsall, which is quite nice to see. I made sure I did my research on that because I thought it's a bit weird how he was watching the game. But yeah, it was for his family, which is still sweet. Terrible changes. No Hayden. Archer. Yeah, no Archer. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Ings, not Archer. I really hope that isn't foreshadowing what we're going to see this season. Like, this is a good opportunity to play Archer. Maybe he'll bring on Archer in like the 70th minute. Maybe. But I'd like to see him actually play the full 90. Well, the full 90. Never mind 45 minutes. What a ball from Buendia, looking for Ashley Young. And he is clattered into the Leeds United fullback. And they get a free kick here. Just inside their own half. Yeah, I did say it, didn't you? Tammy's he's only there for his brother. Young clatters into the fullback there for Leeds United. Christensen was sent flying. I did watch a little bit of the Everton game before I went to bed. I've had like 1 hour sleep. I needed to sleep more, way more to be honest. I'm running on very empty here. I can't lie. Ramsey, poor pass, very poor, well over here. Nice to see, by the way, which I know I've said this, but Frederick Gilbert, very nice to see him actually play for Villa. You know, he'd been cast aside by Dean Smith a little bit. Out on loan, I think the last 2 years, so it's actually nice to see Frederick Gilbert feature. Maybe he can compete for his place. I think he was harshly done by, to be honest. I thought he was a very good, competent fullback for Villa who always put 100% into everything, but he was one of the few that seemingly got targeted by Dean Smith. I don't know why. McGinn to Sanson. Poor touch from Sanson. He's lost it. That's poor from Sanson. Chance for Leeds. Dan James looking for Bamford. Just played behind him, not in front. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, that was close. McGinn slipping, just about getting control of that ball. Here come Villa. Sanson down the left. Is Ashley Young? Is he fouled? Well, he's got the ball apparently, according to the referee. Oh, it's given away though. Oh, that's poor. Gilberto's in loads of space. Emi Buendia doesn't try and find him though. Leeds come through again. Good tackle from Nakamba. Like to see that. Very good from Nakamba. A Leeds United player's gone down. Chance for Aston Villa. Ings goes round the goalkeeper. 1-0 Aston Villa. 1-0 to Aston Villa, but the flag's gone up. It won't count. It will not count. Oh, is he fell asleep? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, to be honest, you've can I be positive? Can I be positive? Ings is not offside, by the way. I don't think he's offside. I think that's a terrible call. Ings scored and it doesn't count. There's no foul. There's no foul. There's no offside. So that should have stood for me. I think it was a terrible call by the referee. And the linesman, sorry. We've missed a penalty, Isabel. Coutinho took it and missed it. Missed the rebound as well, which was even easier to score. And then 2 minutes after that, Watkins missed a one-on-one. Could have got worse. Dan James had a tap in and put it wide. But yeah, overall, not great. That's what I will say. Chukwuemeka, yeah, I've seen reports that Barcelona are trying to sign him. With what money, though? What money? And to be honest, I'm going to be real, right? Chukwuemeka is disrespected Villa a little bit. Ever since he's been at Villa, right? We've played him, we've offered him a deal. He's never been interested. He seems to sulk a lot. And when he played, who did he play against? I can't remember what team we played him against, and he was poor at the end of last season. Just did very little. Was it the Palace game or was it the one after that? It was the Burnley game. He was awful. He was awful against Burnley. I'm like, you're the man who has an ego and wants a huge contract. I'm like, really? You gotta earn respect, earn respect, and earn the lineup at Villa. I'm losing my voice here. Losing my patience as well. I am so hot and bothered, and just everything here. I also is it light enough in this room? I think that's light enough. I'll turn this off. I think we have enough natural light now, and the camera looks better with it. So we'll do that because it's starting to be a little bit brighter now in the UK. It is currently 6:47 in the morning. Ramsey's better. Ramsey's better. Philogene Badace is better. Even Chukwuemeka's brother's better. Chance for Ings for Aston Villa. Ings has just lashed it wide. It had Meslier full stretch. To be fair to Ings, he's looking sharp. He's had 2 opportunities here. He even, well, harshly denied a goal. Very, very good from Ings. Timed his run. Shot lacking. This could be the end of AJ. Oh, please. Take me out of my misery. That'd be great. Then you guys can suffer with Aston Villa. And I don't have to. Ooh, risky ball back to Meslier. That's a corner. That was a terrible ball back to his goalkeeper. And Meslier is not happy with that. It was smashed back to him. And the keeper could not take control of that, especially under pressure. Villa get a corner out of nothing. That is disappointing from Leeds. A literal corner out of nothing. Leeds are starting to make a couple subs here. First subs of the day for them. Bear in mind, Villa have made 10 changes. Corner in front of the Villa fans behind the goal. We go short. Crossing to far post. That's over here. And it'll be a goal kick to Leeds. 53 on the clock. Still goalless. It was a John McGinn ball. Looking very fresh with his haircut, by the way. Dean said it earlier, and I'm starting to feel it more. It is feeling like a 0-0 game here. Sanson was nutmegged there by Christensen, throwing to Leeds United on the right side, just inside their own half. With Mings off the field, it is John McGinn to take over for the captaincy. With this current lineup, free kick to Leeds on the halfway line. Bamford shoved by Diego Carlos, who's a unit, by the way. He's a huge lad. Something you don't realise until the camera pans to him. He's an absolute huge lad. Smashed into the back of Bamford there. Love to see it. Bamford crying about it, as always. Didn't even realise he was the Leeds captain. I thought it was Cock for Leeds. Villa trying to press. That's nearly a poor pass there. Just about kept in possession by Leeds. As they go long here looking for James. Gone straight through to Olsen as he bowls it out to Nakamba. Can Villa build on the break here? We go down the left-hand side with Ashley Young. Young goes long, looking... Oh dear, there's a slip there. Looking for Aaron Ramsey. He was on loan at Cheltenham, I think, last year. So it's nice to see him actually feature in the Villa team. The younger brother of Jacob Ramsey, who played in the first half. He didn't really do much though. Gotta say, that was one of my few criticisms of Jacob Ramsey. He did very little without me being too harsh on the lad. He kind of ghosted. A bit like McKinn does a little bit in games. Just ghosted. James for Leeds. Like, you look at Leeds players who've been half decent. Like Dan James. Always getting involved. Always trying to do something. Change something. Like, you can criticise Dan James about his actual ability, but you'll never criticise his work ethic. He's constantly running. He's so fast as well. He's hassling defenders. And we have players who don't do that sometimes. Like Kamara hassling the Leeds midfield, having it on lockdown. Bamford fouling Diego Carlos there. And Carlos is not happy with Bamford. There's a bit of handbags between the two. Bit of handbags, they're going to be separated. Rocker's not happy with Carlos either. For a friendly, this is starting to not feel like one. Yeah, Bamford, I believe, was annoyed at Carlos fouling him like a minute ago. So then Bamford fouls Carlos in like retaliation, and Carlos was not happy. Not happy at all. Gilbert for Villa. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Chambers, by the way, I do apologise. I revert back to what I said. Chambers didn't actually just start at half-time. Chambers has been playing the full game. So we're actually trialling Chambers with Mings and Chambers with Diego Carlos, which I'd like to see. Ironically, it's Chambers with the foul here. Bamford again in the ear of the referee here. 57 gone goalless in Brisbane, Australia. Credit where credit is due. Leeds have been half decent today. They're a bit toothless though. A little bit like us. They have a game plan. They stick to it, but yeah. Do you not like Patrick Bamford? He's got issue with Villa. Well, if you look at my channel, I have a video saying I just don't like Patrick Bamford. And you can watch that and see why. I just can't stand the guy. Half of it is down to envy because he smashed us at Villa Park like 2 years ago. And he was while Leeds were in the Championship. I followed the Championship quite a lot, and while they were there, Bamford was terrible. The Bamford story is weird. Bamford in the Championship was awful. They got promoted, and then suddenly Bamford became a great striker in the Premier League. It makes zero sense. Bamford was genuinely terrible. And Leeds fans were blaming literally him for them not getting promoted before. I've seen it. Oh, great save Olsen at the near post. Oh my god. The ball came in on the left. Olsen is having a great game. Olsen's having an absolute blinding game so far. Really whipped ball in at the near post. And it is like, you have no reaction time for that. That's a great save. It was smashed in. And James, unmarked at that near post. I mean, you argue he's got to do better there, James. But it's a great save. That's what, 3 decent saves Olsen has made today. Yeah, I don't like him either, Jerome. But I respect him, but I just don't like him. Although, what I will say, and this is not me being biased or me just picking on him for no reason, he just does not look as good since he's come back from injury. Same with Raul Jimenez. Exactly the same. Injuries just affect players sometimes. And it's very sad to say that, but it's true. The biggest example of that, years ago, oh God, my voice. A striker for Arsenal called Eduardo, very talented. He broke his leg against Birmingham, of all teams. Come back and was a shell of a player, and he never really got his career back. Started scoring less and less goals for Arsenal, and eventually was sold. And he never really got to play at a top level again, all because he broke his leg. He had over a year out, and in that time he lost a lot of his ability. And football's a brutal sport, man. You have to be lucky enough to get in it, and once you're in it, you have to be lucky enough to stay there. Careers can go in seconds, man. Look at another great example of that. I know I'm waffling on a little bit here. Marcus Rashford, 3 years ago, was considered one of the best strikers in the country, and now he's a laughingstock. Now people look at him and use him like Maguire, another one I can use in this example, who people look at and laugh at and say, like, this is what Man United have become. Then Rashford misses a penalty for England despite barely playing that whole tournament. Laughingstock. Out of nowhere. Rashford used to be massively respected like 3-4 years ago. And it's all gone. Sinisterra's coming on for Leeds United. Quite a few subs actually. For sure too. Sinisterra actually signed from the Eredivisie. He was nominated as an Eredivisie team of the season last year. So it's a decent signing, no matter how you look at it. I am going to get the new shirt. I disagree with the pricing, but because I'm a Villa channel, I kind of have to buy it. I haven't ordered it just yet, but I will buy it. And yeah, hopefully I'm not going to regret it. Hopefully it doesn't start peeling early. I hate a lot of things about Villa kits. Sometimes they don't stay. This kit has done me well. I got to say, the last 2 years they've been very well made. Kazu has not come off. This hasn't peeled off. I'm happy. I'm happy with these kits. It's just this is it's not made by Kappa anymore. It's made by is it Castore or something like that? And I do worry a tiny little bit. And now Kazu have like search, drive and something underneath. Free kick to Villa, headed on. Kept in play by Ings, and another claim for handball. Penalty! Penalty! Another penalty to Aston Villa. Well, this is this is it. It's another shock. It's another handball penalty to Aston Villa. And Dallas is not going to complain too much about it. It's not like Adams in the first half who was mental. Yeah, that one is a penalty. His hand is out. And you can't really deny it. He's tried to say it's hit him in the face. And that's just a blatant lie, mate. It has hit you well and truly in the hand. And it is another penalty to Villa. I wonder who's going to take it. Coutinho took it in the first half and missed. So I wonder who's going to take it. Now, Kamara, by the way, first half. I just seen your question, Izzy. Kamara's brilliant. He's off right now. There was 9 changes for the second half. Danny Ings to take this penalty for Villa. Coutinho missed it. Will Ings score? He does! 1-0 Villa. Danny Ings rolls it away in the bottom left corner. It is Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 0 in Brisbane. Very good penalty from Ings. He has sent Meslier the wrong way. A deserved penalty, unlike the first one, which arguably wasn't. It is a blatant handball as Ings tries to hook it back into the penalty spot. And I gotta say, Ings from the spot is brilliant. He rolls it away. Meslier sent to Mars with that one. And even if he dived the right way, he's probably not saving it. My God, I'm gonna die of illness. Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 0. Oh my God, I am dying. And I'm just going to update the scoreline for my title, which is something I want to actually do now more and more. Well, as the camera was showing the replay, apparently we nearly scored again. What minute you want? Oh, we are currently on minute 64 and a half. So yeah, at least we have a competent penalty taker, I suppose. And it's not going to be a 0-0, which is another positive, because I didn't want to, stay up late for a bloody goalless. I gotta say, despite going a goal down, it is only the Leeds fans I hear in the crowd. Chambers for Villa. Smashes it long. Won back by Leeds. They're going to need to do something mad now, Leeds, before the game gets away from them. They've not really done much today. I got to say, I know I mentioned earlier Dan James missed a tap-in. But a couple decent saves from Olsen, it's kept them quiet. Very quiet. I didn't even mention, by the way, you can see it on screen early today. Arsenal beat Everton 2-0, which I watched a bit of that. And Club America lost 2-1 to Chelsea. The Arsenal game, I think, was in Baltimore in America, I believe. And Chelsea was also in the US. I don't know where Isabel's gone. Free kick to Aston Villa. Another silly foul. And a yellow. First yellow out. He has not given yellows to anyone, so I'm very surprised to see Gray get booked for Leeds. For a foul on Buendia, who looks very hurt. Which is not what I want to see heading into the start of the season. Oh, it's the studs. The studs into Buendia, bro. That's fine. That's honestly. I appreciate any game that you do provide, Dean, to be honest. So don't you worry. But I will be a good boy and I'll try and stream every Villa friendly. Oh, Buendia is really hurt, man. You want sleep? So do I. I want to be free of illness. That's not going to happen anytime soon. How many Leeds fans are in Australia, man? What is going on? I may have COVID. I didn't do a COVID test. I think it's COVID. I've had this for over a week now. So it's either some incredibly strong flu or COVID. Sinistera is officially on for Leeds. It's very quick, apparently. I'm going to judge that for myself. Nakamba free kick for Villa. We've gone short. Chambers smashes it long. Won back by Leeds, and they win the second ball as well. Oh, good challenge from Gilbert. And then Buendia goes down again. Flies into a challenge there. He's very angry, Buendia. Oh, he's fuming. He's shoved a Leeds player down here. Buendia is fuming right now. Not happy about the referee not really protecting him. Then he's flown into one challenge and then pushed another Leeds player over. He flew himself into that. And he smashed into the back of a Leeds player. I reckon it's a cold and you're over-exaggerating. Shut up, Izzy. Oh dear, again this referee, he's starting to lose my patience, man. And the commentators are backing me up here. McGinn challenging Gray. Not a foul in that at all. Not only a foul has been given, a card has been given to McGinn too. Yeah. Check, is he out pretending I don't exist? I mean, some people don't have to talk to you. You could ask why. Maybe she has you blocked. Who knows? $20 to go here. Villa 1, Leeds 0. McGinn with that yellow. And I gotta say, Gray looking a little bit hurt for Leeds. It was a 50-50, but I didn't think there was much of a foul. Oh, crunching, actually. Maybe it is a foul. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. It looked like a 50-50. He's caught him on the ankle. Never mind. I'll take what I said back. I've just seen the close-up of that. McGinn has crunched this poor lad in the ankle. Harry's streaming, but I'm not his fan. Do you not like Harry? I don't mind Harry Batters. He's alright. He's alright, lad. He's recently joined TikTok, actually. He invited me to go on his channel today, and I said I wanted to do my own live stream for this. But I like Harry. He's a good lad. He's a very good lad. He's not everyone's cup of tea, and he's rustled a few feathers, to say the least. For a couple of his TikToks. He did one for Villa and Arsenal. It was like a combined 11. And some people weren't happy with what he said. But I like Harry. He's alright, lad. He represents Villa well. The only thing he's ever been in hot water for was before I met him. I saw a clip of him like abusing Tyrone Mings, and it went viral. And I didn't realise it was him. I did like a little interview thing with him, and it came up, and I was like, "What's your opinion on Mings?" And I didn't realise it was literally I was talking to the guy. He went viral for abusing Tyrone Mings. I was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't mean to step on that eggshell. So yeah, can you not delete messages, Dean? Thank you. His content is jarring. How so? I'd like your insight here. By the way, that Leeds player who got injured is actually being stretchered off. That could be quite bad. And Jesse Marsh is not happy. The young lad Gray for Leeds is getting applauded off the field. It was only like last week he's making a video of Suarez. He's always never negative. I think being positive is just part of people's personalities. Just like you're more negative because you care about Villa. He's more positive because he cares about Villa. Like he uses Villa as a way to be positive. And I think he can be very, very positive. I reckon I'm an in-between you guys. I can be negative and positive. I can be realistic. And sometimes exaggerate. Like last year, I thought Villa would get top 7. I look at that now, I think that was just my bias really flowing through. And I'm going to use that this year. And I reckon we're going to come 10th. AJ, I won't have you sticking up Lizzie. That's exactly what she wants you to do. I won't sit here being told I've been violated by Izzy. Cross comes in for Leeds. Is that the bar? Olsen, I think, has just tipped the ball onto the post there. It was a cross for Leeds. That's caught me out. I was barely watching there. Dean, it isn't that deep, mate. I'm sure. Okay, it didn't hit the post. So Olsen just nearly got caught out by a cross. He just punched it away. It just looked like in the moment, he might have pushed it onto the bar, and he just pushes it away. And yeah, Andrew, yeah, Archer Gray, I hope he's okay. He's the great son of Andy Grayson. Oh, no way. Well, I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. I could tell he looked very hurt. He was still grimacing after like a minute after the tackle. And if you're not injured, you wouldn't be doing that. The foul had already been given. The card was already given. The challenge looked really rough. As rough as I bloody feel, to be honest. Dean, I'm off asleep. I don't have the energy. Calm yourself down. You're perfectly calm and wide awake. I wish I was you. 15 minutes to go here. Villa 1. Leeds United 0 in Brisbane, Australia. I gotta say, considering I'm very tired, ill and hot, this game's gone quite well. And quite fast. So far, I am content that I have gone up and become awake and all that. I can't even get my words out. The difference between the two sides right now is a Danny Ings penalty. Feeney has been subbed on, by the way. He's just come on for Villa. Chambers has come off. Oh dear. Sanson's poor pass to Gilbert means a throw to Leeds. Is Adams for Leeds United on the right hand side? Sorry, I need to get Leeds lineup. They've had changes, and I don't have it on my overlay. Did they post their lineup? I don't think they did. Oh, the Leeds Twitter page has not helped me. They've made 4 subs. Sinisterra, Struick, Gray, and Forshaw. Crossing for Leeds United. Well over hit. Well over hit. Looking for Sinisterra. And it was caught by Olsen as he bowls it out. For a Villa player down injured. Danny Ings has gone down. Holding his ankle. This may see Archer come on now. Am I being unrealistic? We should be so much better than this. Nothing looks amazing either. Our performances, nobody looks amazingly different, as you said. Looks like the same, but Villa from last season. We look toothless, but more defensively solid. That's what I will say. So, you know, like 2 years ago when Emi Martinez got 15 clean sheets, we could get close to that again. But we still haven't solved how to score goals, really. And relying on a penalty isn't going to do that. I've never met anyone like Izzy to not like someone without the other person doing anything wrong. Ever. Bro, it's 7 in the morning, man. Just let it go. It doesn't matter. And she even agreed with what you said, bro. It's just... Maybe that was the timing. Maybe you typed all of that and you didn't see what she said. There's just no need, bro. We're all tired. We're all sleep deprived. We're all boiling hot. I'm ill. I just want to enjoy the football. 13 minutes to go here. It's looking like it's going to be a 1-0 now. Unless Leeds can pull something out of the bag here with their substitutes. And maybe Archer can come on and score another goal for Villa. You never know. Maybe Ings hurting himself a little bit. He hasn't come off yet. But you never know. I think he will battle on and probably play the rest of the the game. My voice is drying up like the Sahara Desert. Sorry, guys. I just see it as Coutinho is Coutinho. Digne is Digne. Watkins to my non-professional self looks same old. None of our youngsters starting screams loads. That I agree with. Chance for Leeds. Big chance for Leeds. Good block this time from Carlos. And he's hurt himself here as well. The flag still doesn't go up. The referee still doesn't call time yet. And Villa actually do get a foul eventually. Carlos was caught there. And the referee didn't give it. Remember Louis Barry's supposed to be our next Grealish? It's early days. Barry's got 18. Oh my god, man. I try not to be tired here. Diego Carlos, was caught by Rodrigo. In the back of the heel. Wanted Louis Barry to get a chance in the squad. No, he won't. He's too young, I think. Like, if to be realistic, Archer will struggle. And I think Archer is arguably our best striker. Feeney back to Olsen. Olsen hoofs it long towards Ashley Young. Good header forward, to be fair, for Leeds United. They've got it back. Sinisterra screaming for it. Rodrigo also there. Good challenge, though. Sanson and Gilbert. And Nakamba trying to win it back again. It is a bit scrappy here at Villa. Clip ball out wide is over here. Villa get a throw in. 10 minutes to go here. Villa still lead. That's a poor pass from Stewart. Barca haven't paid West Brom the Barry money. Liverpool Coutinho money. Bankrupt. Some of these superstars. I think it's fraudulent, mate. It's something I could talk about in a video. But I hate the fact that what they're doing right now. And the Liga are allowing it. The Liga, if anything, are wanting it to happen. Because they know they benefit from it. Ball through to Sinisterra, but the offside flag has gone up for the winger. Free kick to Villa. Three days' time, it is Aston Villa versus Brisbane Roar. Was it this ground? I forget what it is. 10:45 AM kickoff. A way more UK friendly time, I gotta say. Why couldn't all of them be like that? That is the big question. Be careful of your illness, AJ. I don't know how much interaction you have in day-to-day life, but I have zero. Never got vaccinated. Haven't got ill, let alone COVID in years. Hope you get better soon. I try and get out of my house a lot. I am actually going to go out later. Probably should do a COVID test before I go out. Because like I'm starting to feel like it is now. I have almost every symptom. So I don't know, man. But I have arranged this for a while. I'm going out with friends later. And I literally arranged this last month. Throw into Villa when they're complaining again. Take a test, use it as an excuse to stay home and sleep. No, because I do want to go out. I do actually want to be social. As much as it will kill me. I might not stay out as long as what I plan to, but I do want to go out. It is, the weather's lovely. Well, ish. Technically lovely, it's just my body doesn't agree. Illnesses can creep on us, man. Us youngsters take no notice, but things can get worse. To us, all the doctors ever do, I'd give antibiotics, which nowadays don't really work. Some things work. Nothing I've had has helped with my illness so far. I've got to say, I've had cough medicine, I've had tablets, I've had literally anything you think of. It's just not helped. I just feel like ass. And so my mother works as like a nurse for like some elderly people, and they've been ill, and that's how I've got ill, which is why it's odd to see like a potential cold in the summer because they're very rare. But old people get ill constantly. I have a terrible immune system, so I pick up things like this constantly. A lot of the time, it doesn't affect my streaming work. I can hide it, but this literally is, well, I talk and cough, so I can't really hide it. Not to depress you, but I went to sleep at 2:30, woke up about 3 times, ended up finally waking up for good at 4:35. I'm wide awake, and I'll be all day. I don't sleep on bed as at Dad, so fair enough. I have had an hour's sleep, and I have to meet someone for 9 o'clock. So yeah, that's 2 hours, less than 2 hours away. Yeah, Stealth. It was a Danny Ings penalty. Coutinho missed a penalty in the first half. We had a full team change for the second half. Ings had one that he won as well. Ironically, Coutinho won his penalty as well. So the two penalty takers won both their penalties, but Coutinho missed his and his rebound, but Ings scored his bottom left corner, sending Meslier the wrong way. And to be honest with you, without sugarcoating anything, it's been the only highlight of this whole second half. Nothing has happened. It's just been crosses and intercepted passes and a couple handbags here and there. But it has been a very uneventful second half. One very good save from Olsen at his near post against Dan James. But that is literally it, and I'm scraping the barrel. It's all about fitness, obviously, and tactics coming here and there. And I suppose a win and a clean sheet is the most important thing. Not the best. I would rather look. I'd still rather be in our position than Leeds. I think if I was a Leeds fan, I'd be very concerned going into this season, like massively. You lose your best two players. They look toothless. They look well and truly toothless. Bamford is a shell of his former self, and if they need to rely on him to keep them in the Premier League, they'll go down. I promise you that. If any of you are new in chat, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I do post Villa content on TikTok as well as here. I am live streaming every friendly, as well as the opening game against Bournemouth and Everton. By the way, is a 12:30 kickoff, which will be live streamed on either Sky or BT. Confirmation, we'll have to see on that. But you can guarantee I will be doing a stream for that, and probably doing a bit of content as well. Kieran rants as well. I always like to be on his channel, and subsequently he can be on mine. Big chance for Leeds here potentially, but Carlos has completely shrugged off his attacker, and the offside flag comes on anyway. I like Watkins. He can go score also West Ham if he can, and once he doesn't even make it over the 9-goal mark in a season, Ings is what a striker should be as a starter. He doesn't fit Villa though. Arguably, yeah, doesn't really fit the system, but I don't like the system as it is. Keith, I am watching it on Villa TV. You can watch the game on His Goal. However, we only have a few minutes left. For future references, you can always come on this channel. We do provide. Sorry, I'm under the weather right now. We do provide links, as well as just word of mouth websites for people to watch the Villa games. I'm watching it legally and purchased through Villa TV right now. I've watched the full game. It's not been amazing. It's been a 6.5 out of 10. The most important thing is, as of right now, it is a win and it is a clean sheet. But there's a lot of negatives. And a lot of negatives drown out the positives, to be honest. Who's better, Watkins or Ings? Ings. And I've said this for a long time. Ings is a natural finisher. Watkins works hard, right? And I'll never take that away from him. He always works his socks off, always battles, always fights for the ball. But Danny Ings is more of a striker to me. He's someone who's clinical, someone who scored 20 goals for Southampton. Sorry, my voice. Oh my god, man. I need to go to bed. Ings, 3 years ago, scored 20 goals for Southampton. I don't think Watkins will ever score 20 goals in a Premier League season. And Ings did it for a terrible team. I think Danny Ings, on great form, is one of the better strikers in the league. It's just we need to get him to play a system that he can suit and get him playing good football again. Because last year, we just don't play to Ings' system. We do crosses. Chance from again for Villa as the ball just goes away from his foot and leads clear. I thought there could have been a second goal there for Villa. We need to get Suarez. Won't happen now. I'd love to see it, but it won't happen now. I think it's too late. Especially with the start of the season coming soon. I very much doubt we're going to get Suarez. It was more of a pipe dream. And you never know, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't see it. AJ, take a strepsil and sleep. I will take something. Yeah, I'm not well. I shouldn't have done the stream really, but I did say in my last stream I will do every Villa stream possible. I like doing this. I think it's fun. I like to see the different players, the different formations, different systems. Last year I didn't do this, and I regret that. Massively regret that. That's a foul for Villa, and we're gonna play on there. Yeah, there's very little for Ramsey to do. We're coming into added time here. We're gonna see how much left. I guess about 2 minutes. I was saying that we did have that Gray go. Yeah, it's 2 minutes have been shown. Probably would have been more in a league game because we did have Gray go down injured. But it is a friendly, so it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. But it is still Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 0 off a Danny Ings penalty in the 64th minute. Bottom left-hand corner, sending Meslier the wrong way. A bit flat, a bit toothless at times from Villa. But, look, friendlies are all about fitness and they're all about getting people to gel together. Defensively, we've been solid. Both teams have been very solid. The first half and the second half teams have been very good. At least from the defensive point of view. Kamara, my man of the match, from what I've seen. Chance for Villa to get a second goal here. Danny Ings just can't get the ball under control. Ramsey taking over. He's got players with him. Here's Sanson. Sanson getting tackled by Sinisterra. He should have had a man on shout there, I think. And there was an offside there. A minute to go here. David gets 5 substitutions this season. I don't agree with that personally. I know, like, teams voted for it, but I think that will benefit Man City more than a team like Forest. Like, I don't know. Not a fan. Teams that don't have a budget will struggle. We really need Archer to be starting. I think that we are screaming out for Archer, to be honest. Even if he didn't do well, at least we say we gave it a go. Like, we look toothless at times, man. 10 seconds to go here. It's still 1-0. I will have a timer, by the way, for the next game. I did forget to implement one. And I will put one on screen for you guys for the next game. And that is full time in Brisbane. It is a win for Aston Villa. Not the most convincing, I'm going to say that. Not the best of performances, I'm also going to say that too. But a win is a win. We defended well. We had 2 different teams play 2 different halves. And we did just enough. Coutinho missing a penalty worries me massively. We need players like that to have confidence going into the season, and he missed. And Watkins missing a one-on-one really stresses the hell out of me. The second half, we had Danny Ings go round the goalkeeper and score, but then the flag went up for offside. Then he got a penalty of his own, which he scored that time, and that was a Oh my god. Breathe. That was the difference between the two sides. 6.5 out of 10. Nothing more, nothing less. A win is a win. Another clean sheet. We've won 4-0 and 1-0 now. And we look forward to playing Brisbane Roar in 3 days at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be live for that. I'm gonna read the last comments as well on the stream. Archer is going on loan, and the worst thing is, when he goes on loan this season, he'll get another loan next year. I hope not. I really hope not. 5 subs is too many. You're right, Gypsy Lad. I'm gonna have to say it, pre-season or not, that was poor. Should have took our chances. Should have scored more. And we should be looking a level above, but we can't play like that in the Premier against United. How do you think Leeds will do this year? That's the question I'm going to ask anyone here. How do you think Leeds will do, based on not only what we've seen today, but just in general, losing 2 of their best players? You know, what do you reckon they can get out of this season? Do you think, as a Leeds fan, would you accept that performance today, knowing it is a friendly? Would you accept that performance? Dean said, I woke up at 4:30 and paid. We won. We won. Villa just aren't exciting at the moment. That I'll agree with. We're very professional. I will say that. We're a professional outfit who, we go for results rather than something incredible. So frustrating, like Izzy said, we aren't exciting, and that's what I want from us. Sorry. That's what I want from us. Talk about Europe, celebrate a Champions League. Nothing seems inspiring for me. Fair enough. I'm going to leave it there. I want to talk on for more. My voice is just not allowing that to happen. Thank you all for watching. I will be live for Brisbane Roar, Manchester United, and Stade Rennes just before Bournemouth. Well, I'm going to be doing the next 5 games at the very least for Aston Villa. So please make sure to watch them on the channel. I need to recover and get over whatever illness I have here. It's been alright. I did enjoy the stream. I thank you all for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful, I'm guessing, sleep for most of you who stayed up. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you again.